Hey, we're back. We're live. And I've got a question that comes up not frequently, but lately it's come up 3 times in the past 2 weeks. Maybe it's just seasonal, but I get asked on occasion, or someone asks, how do we go about doing this in one of the forums that I'm in? And I wish I had a good answer, but trying to bring user accounts, passwords, payment information, details, credit cards and stuff from one website to another or from one membership platform to another is not it's not going to happen. So if you're thinking of redesigning or switching platforms and wondering if you can move your users and their cards and all that information, no, but let's talk about the workarounds and how to do that. Get something done instead. So it's interesting. A lot of people, mostly on the client side, but every once in a while it does happen with a designer or a developer in a forum. Like I said, they ask the question like, is this information portable? And it's not. Some of it is, some of it is not. And there are good reasons for that. So it's not just about breaking trust, although that might be what's coming to mind. There are a ton of legal and risk issues here at play, and I want to be clear about all of those. So when people ask, normally I don't flat out say no, like, hey, can we migrate all our logins? We're going to move from MemberSpace to Squarespace, or from Podia into MemberSpace, or move members around. There's some challenges in that oftentimes, like especially with like say Stripe or something, it's a little easier. But if you're inside of a platform and the transaction is and the account is held inside of that platform, you can't legally move passwords and credit cards without having an organization that is either PCI compliant and has like mega insurance policies for cybersecurity and umbrella and a bunch of really expensive policies, which it's doable, but even still you open your organization up to massive amounts of legal risk. So that's reason number one why you absolutely do not go and do this. So the other one is that platform encryption will normally tokenize cards or hashtag or obscure passwords. So even if we wanted to get at those, you largely can't, period. Like this is a massive just truth wall in the way. So normally all you can do is export email addresses, names, basic contact information, and import that in the new system. So at least they're there. That I hate saying they're there, but at least that user information is on the new platform and it's ready to accept them, and you can email them about it and notify them and guide them through the process of transition. And then because they need to create a new account, so you're going to need to offer some kind of incentive, because normally, especially with memberships, the drop-off rate is going to be dramatic. If you've got 1,000 customers in there, you can pretty much be sure a large percentage, 20, 30, 40% of them are not coming with you. They're just either outliers who weren't really using it or not that happy with it, or they aren't interested in it enough to go through that pain. That's why the incentive to re-register on the new platform has to be pretty, not significant per se, but valuable. Let's say valuable. So you might say, okay, we're moving, and if we'd love to have you on the new platform, and here's all the reasons why it's great and why you want to make this migration with us, and we're going to offer you these incentives. You get free something or other, and you get a period of time in which there's, a certain amount of content, and then there's all these features and benefits. You definitely want to hit home hard on anything that doesn't cost you money. So you don't necessarily always want to say free membership for a year in migration. That could be painful. So that's sort of how that works. And then think about the timing. The communications have to be crystal clear and frequent, and you really need white glove service here to migrate folks and make them feel like the benefits outweigh the negatives, the pain of making the transition with you. And if the purchases happen once, that's one way. That's probably the easiest migration. If it happens every year during or this month or on this day, then and it doesn't recur, that's easy. But if it recurs, that's a challenge, because some people may have just signed up last month and now you're asking them to re-platform and they just paid you. And re-platforming may mean that they have to pay for the thing again. So think about coupons, 12 discounts or 12 lists. You break that list up in what month they recur into 12 lists, and then you import each one of them independently or figure out a way to tag them independently. It depends on the platform you're on, so that you can communicate with each one of those people in that month group to say, hey, this is your month to renew, so that they can come into the new platform for free because they've already paid. But then that month to renew, they're going to have to regain or refresh their access. It's kind of like moving their migration. They just need to set up a password. I do that with a coupon code. It's easy to set up 12 coupon codes or 11 coupon codes and create 12 lists to say this is the month that they renew and manage those communications. It's a little manual with most platforms, but it's better than the alternative of asking people to pay again if the value is not there or if that's going to be a point of friction for you. So it's something to think about. And that's just one way to slice and dice this. There's a million of them. Have a plan, okay? Think about your migration, your value proposition, your offer, what they've purchased, and how frequently they either need to repurchase or what their long-term value is, and make that migration plan. I like to use a whiteboard. You can use Freeform on a Mac. You can use Canva whiteboards. They got whiteboards in every Zoom app now. You can do that everywhere. So I like to map it out because I'm painfully visual. It's a thing. It's an obstruction, I would say. And if you're not running a membership and you just have recurring billing, think about what that looks like as well. Like, it doesn't have to be a membership. Moving customers, period, from one platform to another platform and getting them to engage with it, and when you're starting fresh, can be a major lift and a major stressor for the organization. So over communicate. It doesn't hurt to over communicate. Lots of emails, lots of community messages, lots of membership messages, lots of customer messages, whatever, every channel that you have at your disposal, and be super clear about the benefits. So that's what I got today. If you're planning to make the migration and you want to like just hack through it, I'm happy to have that chat with you. You could book a discovery call on the website and I'll just bang through it with you. I relaunched the website Glow Up, so if you're planning to make this switch or redesign a website, I'm ready to help you get through it all, done with you with some coaching calls, and you can go through my process. It's amazing. I'm about to launch a video about that I'm really excited about. So anyway, this one was kind of concise, and I know people are going to search YouTube. How do you migrate user accounts out of Squarespace and into MemberSpace, or out of MemberSpace and into Podia, or out of Podia and in, all these platforms? It runs the gamut. There's a million of them now. And I wish I had better answers, but this is the reality. Have good insurance. Maybe don't do it because there's literal blocks to doing it from a technical standpoint, and the risk to the business is way high. So anyway, have a super day. Obviously, I'm not in jury duty anymore. That was a one-day thing. Not that I despise or dislike being on jury duty. I don't hate it. It's actually kind of fun and nice. It's just when you're really busy and you're, I guess, technically self-employed, boy, is it disruptive. So it's nice to not have to spend an entire week on a trial. All right, listen, I will talk to you Friday. Go get it for the rest of this week. And leave a comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell. You want to be notified of upcoming episodes. We'd love to have you in here live. Would love to have you in here live. So have a great week. I'll talk to you soon. And yeah, let's get it.